right. Welcome, Colin. Welcome, LaCake. And welcome back, everyone, to this week's reaction to UnOrdinary, brought to you by Uru-chan. Welcome, Broly. Yeah. We're back this week with, another reaction. That's actually about it. That's actually about how I feel still. Like, gonna be honest, I'm not excited. I'm not excited for this chapter, just because of what will most likely be happening this episode. But Sarah's probably about to show up. Last episode, John got injected with the needle that disabled the ability. That's all the recap we really need. But yeah. Yeah. Another thing I thought of, since Sarah's probably like literally about to show up, she probably could, I don't know if we've ever seen Sarah do this, but she probably could freeze time right as she gets there, sees John get the needle injected. She freezes everyone around her, and then she rewinds Terrence on John and rewinds like the injection. We know that she can rewind her own injuries and stuff. We've never really seen her do that to someone else. I don't think that's out of the realm of her possibilities for her ability, but that's probably not gonna happen. So yeah, Uru, yeah, do what you do, Uru. At the very least, I'm pretty sure that Sarah is gonna kick some ass this episode at the very least. So that's cool. We can look forward to that. Anyway, yeah. So welcome Desperate, welcome Kimmy, welcome Miriam, welcome King, El Chavo, Solo. Yeah, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, sorry I'm not, my usual high energy self as I am with these reactions, but yeah, episode 263 really pissed me off that much. Really did. But yeah. I really hope that the things a lot of people are predicting don't come true. But even then, I'm still unhappy with the outcome of what is most likely to happen, and which is John losing his ability. Like I said in my review, if you guys have seen it, if this was Uru's way to try and introduce John's uncle into the story, I feel like it could have been done so much better. I feel like this is a really cheap way of doing it. Me personally, that's how I feel. Yeah. Exactly. I don't want another cripple arc. I mean, if Uru was trying to make it so that, John reflects, he took his ability for granted, blah, blah, blah. It's like we already had that with Sarah. Sarah already acknowledged that herself. Like, we already saw that with Sarah. We don't need to go through all of that again. That was, literally a season's worth of content. It was, from the tail end to season 1, part 1, to the very end of season 2, or the first half of season 2. It was an entire season's worth where we had to deal with how being a cripple would actually affect someone. So, yeah, I mean, Yeah. Yeah, Sarah's probably going to fuck up Terrence, so that'll be fun to read. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, Lou. Welcome, animation. If Uru does that, like, I'm actually going to be pissed because I don't want to be dragged on that long. I don't want to have to wait another week for the results of this episode. All right. Nothing yet. Okay, here we go. We're up. I didn't even follow my own rules. Sarah's in this chapter, so here we go. So, yeah. All right. So, kicking off from last week, John sees the invisible guy. Terrence, you little rat! Punches him in the face. 11:32. I'll teach you a fucking lesson. Boils on him. It's not Terrence. That's not. Gets stabbed. Injected. Shit. UnOrdinary episode 264. And so, 11:33. John grabs him on the shoulder. Get off of me! Slams him onto the ground. His eyes are still glowing. But Sarah was still able to use her ability for a bit too. It is Terrence. Ugh! And he just kind of... And Terrence starts to get up. And John still shoots the beam at him. And Terrence evades. Terrence is still whited out too, strangely enough. John's eyes are still glowing as he reaches out and everything. Oh my god, Uru, please don't actually do this. So, Terrence is still whited out. I am curious as to how that is happening. Terrence is just ... 11:34 a.m. Ison and Blake are still facing off against the Spectre people. So, Blake's just something about their demeanor's different. They're backing away. Almost like they're afraid of us now. 11:35. Ison's range has been increased. Hang on a sec. I'm getting my senses back. And Blake's just, you mean the dampener's effects are wearing off. We're too late. Let's scram. And Blake's just looking at them. Blake, I know you're a good guy, Blake. Fucking take their legs, bro. Fucking take their legs. These assholes really think they can come and go as they please? After what they did to all of us? They're acting like John a bit right now, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, Blake, I think Blake's reflecting on that. So, he's raising his hands to do it. Oh, no, he does it. He does it. He gets them all in the leg. He gets them in the legs. And Ison just jumps up. You're not going anywhere! Boom. Slams the ground. Oh, and at least Remy is following Sarah. 11:40. Hang on, John. So, Sarah arrives. She's standing there. Blake and Arlo and Remy are behind her. Sarah's ... looking at everything. And Blake's just standing over some people. Looks like they have handled things. Syringes! And now Roland, so they're meeting up with Roland and the other low tiers. Seraphina! Arlo! Remy! You guys are here too? And Remy's just, is everyone okay? We came as fast as we could. We're okay for now. A huge group ambushed us, and honestly, we're still not sure what's going on. Blake, Ison, and John fought those guys off. Glad everyone's... And then Remy's just, glad everyone's safe. Let's get you guys out of here. And so there's just 2 doses. One for Blake. One for... Sarah's, hey, where's John? 11:40 a.m. So, Terrence, concealing 4 others is exhausting. It really looks like she's going that route. It really looks like she's going the route of John's immune to the disabler. Why? Why even bother going there? Why? Why? I'm really annoyed right now, actually. I'm really annoyed. And I hope she has a damn good reason as to why this is the route she's going. Whatever. So, John's locked on to Terrence. He has Ison's ability now. Seems like Terrence knows that, actually, because he even looks to sight. And 4 homing beams come in on him. And he's trying to run from them. I just have to stall him out till he faints. Then I can get out of here. So, John just... Okay, no. John is starting to faint, though. I'm losing vision. He charges up 4 more. Terrence, I'll fucking get you! Even if it's the last thing I do! Hits Terrence, gets him right in the arms. And Terrence falls to the ground. And Shadow King John, just... The silhouette and just his eyes glowing is just fucking amazing. So he grabs Terrence by the shirt. Punches him. Once. Squints, and his eyes are starting to faint. Punches him again. And John falls over. Sarah catches him. Sarah. John, don't tell me he got you. Is everyone else okay? Yes, everyone else is fine. So I was the only one who got fucked. That's awkward. And John goes limp. John? And he passes out. John, please wake up. He was finally starting to accept his ability. John. And she starts shaking. And you took it away from him. ... Sarah's looking at Terrence now, who's just coughing up. And she sets him down. And Sarah grabs Terrence. You have one chance to explain yourself. What's there to explain? I disabled John. Did you really think Spectre would treat you as an ally? You high tiers are all the same. Terrence is a fucking high tier. What? For the love of God, why is a fucking elite tier, a middle elite tier, able to cloak 4 other people? Based on what we've seen, what mid tiers can do, he should be a fucking high tier. You high tiers are all the same. Unreliable, disloyal, arrogant. What the fuck is he talking about? What is he actually talking about? What is he actually talking about? Like, he literally saw good in Remy. What are you talking about, Terrence? You all think you know so much more than the rest of us. That's why you all need to be put on a leash and restrained. Don't think we didn't notice you. snooping around and trying to alter our plans. Snaps at John. It's too bad your friend was easy bait. All I had to do was walk into his sensory range and lead him to the safe house. Then let his nosiness do the rest of the work. They were after him all along. Seraphina, I know you tried to keep him away. And she's clenching onto the disabler. But fortunately, he was too cocky to listen. And now Spectre has gained yet another powerful servant. There's nothing you can... And Sarah disables Terrence. And Terrence just goes, disgusting! And she beats him onside the head. I used to think nobody deserved to have their ability taken from them. But I was wrong. Spectre doesn't deserve to exist. So I'm gonna burn it to the ground. Wilson Hospital. John wakes up. First time we've seen John in first time we've seen John in an actual hospital. He's waking up now. From Sarah H. Sarah's last name starts with an H. Confirmed. John, get well soon. Oh, from Safe House. So he shuffles up. And his arms bandage up. Where am I? What the hell happened? And he looks over at Sarah, who's just resting on the bed next to him. UnOrdinary episode 264, and the bonus, purple hair girl with spike ability, it was a 3.2. Sleep touch. Okay. I still think this is fucking horseshit that Terrence is just a 4.4. But this does confirm that he wasn't the 9th strongest student, because 9th strongest had to be around a 4.1 to 4.2. And also, Terrence's name is in quotation marks, meaning that that wasn't his real name. So, yeah, seems like Terrence isn't the 9th strongest student. This chapter was cool. We're really doing this again. We're really doing this again. We're really just going to go through all this again. What do you guys think? Honestly, I might take a break from the series. I might take a break from this series, guys. Uru, you're probably watching. I respect the choices that you make. This is your story, and you have every right to tell it the way you wanted. I am just disappointed in the direction that it's going right now. I am really disappointed, and that shouldn't have any consequence. At the end of the day, I may be an important reader, but I am just one person. I'm sure there are plenty of other people who love the choices that you've made these last few episodes. Me personally, I am really disappointed in these decisions that were made. So yeah, that's just me. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just one reader. I'm just one reader. So I might take a break from UnOrdinary, guys. Just because right now I'm not excited for what's going to come next. I don't want to wait for the next part right now. Terrence's monologue really fucking pisses me off because he said all of you high tiers. So he was definitely linking, because here's the other fucking thing. His whole reasoning aligns with John, and yet, oh my god. It's interesting because Terrence actually could have been one of the most interesting characters in the series, and for a while it was because so much about him was shrouded in mystery. But this kind of ruins him, actually. This kind of ruins him, I think. It's cool that he got disabled. That was a really good choice. I like that. I like that Sarah just said, no, fuck you. Boom. I like that Sarah did that. Way to go, Sarah. You... Damn, did you just surpass Blake as my second favorite? Sarah's definitely top 3. Sarah is definitely top 3. But yeah, I do think that Terrence has now unfortunately become one of the worst characters in the series. Just because he thought he could act so fucking high and mighty. And in a way, you know what? This probably, the reason, you know what? Hold up. This actually probably was a good choice by Uru to have Terrence make this way. I still feel that this kind of comes out of nowhere, that he has any right to say this, but his monologue here about high tiers all being the same, like I said, it aligns with what John previously thought before he started to change, but it also kind of aligns in the opposite as to what Keon instilled into John way back at the readjustment facility. Keon, his whole line was that all late bloomers are the same. They're unreliable. They're out of control. They should never have gotten an ability. And Terrence is kind of spitting the same thing right now. So, that this actually kind of might have been a good decision from Uru. Like, took the philosophy of one character that we really hate, that we want to see get hurt, even though honestly Keon's probably isn't the worst person among the authorities. Like I've been saying, I still believe that Keon doesn't know about Project Ember. I don't think that Keon is aware that abilities are being taken. And at the end of the day, Keon never had any animosity to John or anything. Or no, Keon had plenty of animosity to John. I mean, he didn't have animosity to John in terms of wanting John to lose his ability. He never had that. When he saw John at Wellston and he learned about him, he did want to see John again, but he didn't want John to reattend classes and everything. But he did also say hey John, you've changed. I'm proud of you. And I think if Keon learned the truth about John and saw John now, I think he probably would have the same thing. Hey, you know what? I heard you fucked up. I'm going to keep my eye on you even more now, but you're making a change now, so I am still proud of you. Something like that. But, I don't know. With Keon, the decision and the choices and his beliefs, they make sense because based on what we've seen of him, this is something that he does deal with. And let's be honest, John was out of control. The way he went about trying to readjust John was completely wrong, but he's a product of his society. Terrence has seen high tiers be good. He's seen high tiers change, and yet he still thinks he has the right to just be like, nah, fuck all y'all. Y'all don't deserve abilities. So, and especially considering that he had no fucking, what's the word? Crap, what's the word? I don't know. He had this man, Terrence, let his friends, people who have hung out with him and have stuck by him while he was at Wellston, treated as a cripple, or as a low tier. He let his friends get attacked like this. He let them just. He almost let Evie and Dylan were almost killed because of him. And he has the gall to say that about high tiers. I don't know. I was thinking about it way back to because John had about 10 minutes. Yeah, roughly 10 minutes or so. 8 if we're counting, but, we didn't have timestamps for the rest of the chapter. So roughly 10 minutes from when he was injected to when he got knocked out, unconscious. And Sarah was injected at Wobaboba, yet managed to make it back to John's apartment. So, time frame, is probably the same thing. So I was going to say, I feel like John should have been knocked out sooner, but then I remembered everything that happened with Sarah and how exactly it happened. Yeah, Mohammed. I mean, people have been saying that. I really don't want that to. I don't want that. I don't want that to be it'd just be kind of Deus Ex Machina, in my opinion. I wouldn't really care for it because it kind of goes back to just because it's again. I don't know if that's how. I don't know if that's real world science. I don't know if that's how it is. I'm ignorant to that. I don't know. I just think it'd be a really cheap way out. And if this is how she's chosen to get John's uncle or grandfather, whoever this guy is, if this is how she chose to introduce him into the story, why? So, yeah. Question of the day. Yes, he did lose his ability. So, question of the day, are you excited for what comes next? Honestly, at this point, I'm not. Like I said, I'm actually really disappointed in this part of the story. And like I said, I might take a break, you guys. I might take a break. I am still going to do a review and discussion for this chapter. If I'm back next week, if I decide to react next week, the break isn't happening. if I don't react next week, I don't know when I'll be back with UnOrdinary, but I will still be uploading. I will still be uploading some other reactions and stuff too. I got a few code atoms that I need to edit and upload, as well as some Shogunned. But yeah. 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 Question of the day. Are you excited for what comes next? I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. So, as per usual, guys. See you, Space Cowboy.